In a bizarre and unexpected twist, US President Donald Trump was blindsided when he learned that top officials in his administration had accidentally leaked sensitive military details to the Atlantic editor-in-chief Jeffrey Goldberg. This security breach happened when Goldberg was mistakenly added to a private Signal app group chat that discussed plans for an upcoming US strike on Yemen's Iran-backed Houthi rebels. Goldberg's report, which revealed the leak, reported that the Signal chat contained critical operational details about the planned US strikes on the Houthis, including information about targets, weapons, and the sequence of attacks. According to The Atlantic, the group chat was created by Trump's national security advisor Mike Waltz, who invited Goldberg to join the conversation by mistake. Goldberg was added to a group that included top U.S. officials such as Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, Vice President JD Vance, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, and Tulsi Gabbard, who is Trump's Director of National Intelligence. In the text messages, Hegseth shared key information about the strikes, outlining targets and the weapons the U.S. would deploy. The leaked texts also revealed internal disagreements, particularly between Vice President JD Vance and the rest of the administration. According to Goldberg's report, Vance raised concerns about the timing of the strikes, especially as they related to Europe's interests in securing Red Sea shipping lanes. In a message dated 14th of March, Vance questioned the need for immediate action, stating, "I hate bailing Europe out again." He argued that Europe was more affected by Houthi attacks on shipping and therefore Europe would benefit more from the strikes than the United States. Vance was also worried about the potential backlash in the US, particularly around the risk of a moderate to severe spike in oil prices. He even suggested that it might be wiser to delay the operation by a month to focus on public messaging and to assess the economic impact. In the message, the vice president wrote, 3% of US trade runs through the Suez, 40% of European trade does. There is a real risk that the public doesn't understand this or why it's necessary. The strongest reason to do this is, as POTUS said, to send a message. Later, Vance expressed concerns that the strike might be inconsistent with Trump's broader message on Europe, adding, "I am not sure that the president is aware how inconsistent this is with his message on Europe right now. There is a further risk that we see a moderate to severe spike in oil prices. I'm willing to support the consensus of the team and keep these concerns to myself, but there is a strong argument for delaying this a month, doing the messaging work on why this matters, seeing where the economy is, etc." After facing resistance from other administration officials, Vance appeared to relent, telling Defense Secretary Hegseth, "If you think we should do it, let's do it. I just hate bailing Europe out again," he added. Meanwhile, Hegseth responded, "I fully share your loathing of European freeloading. It's pathetic. I think we should go." In response to the report, Vance's communication director, William Martin, sought to downplay the perceived disagreement. In the Atlantic article, Martin emphasized that the vice president unequivocally supports this administration's foreign policy, despite the conversation implying otherwise. In a statement, Martin explained, "The vice president's first priority is always making sure that the president's advisors are adequately briefing him on the substance of their internal deliberations. Vice President Vance unequivocally supports this administration's foreign policy. The president and the vice president have had subsequent conversations about this matter and are in complete agreement."